Alrighty, folks. Welcome to tonight's coverage of the Crowsnest Cup Series Talladega 260. Uh, Guesstimating 260 miles here. We'll get you an exact total here when they get ready to go green. This track just over 2.5 miles long. Here, a huge field turnout, second week in a row for the Crowsnest Cup Series. A full field of cars getting ready to take on the Talladega Super Speedway here this evening. Oh boy, it's going to be a good one here tonight. We're going to get you through your points standings here in just a moment. Coming into the night after race number one, you see cars out on the track practicing right now. Bracken looks like in turns one and two. Again, three flash repairs coming into the night. These guys will have, but without further ado, let's get you down through your point standings coming into tonight here this evening. All right, the Crowsnest Monster Energy Cup Series point standings goes as follows. Mr. Luke Gray out front, Taylor right there in second. The green, sorry, super Agent Hornet, not the Green Hornet, Mr. David Anderson. Or no, excuse me, that's Mr. Adamson down there in eighth. Mr. Anderson there in third. Co in fourth. Fifth, Mr. Dave. JD Crow sixth. Well, just seventh. Of course, aforementioned Mr. Super Secret Spy, Green Hornet, long nickname there. I'm adding on to it now in eighth. John Brill ninth. David Edwards sits 10th. Bud Steele 11th. Back there in 12th, Mr. Ledford, Mr. Vasquez 13th. Robert Richards sets 14th. Hall back there 15th. Rick Edwards 16th. Michael 17th. Douglas R. Johnson 18th. Art Peck 19th. And Shane Gunder sits in 20th. All right, folks, that is your point standings coming into this evening. And I'm going to leave you with a little bit of practice. And then once that concludes, here in just a moment, we're going to go down for our national anthem. And then we'll get ready for qualifying here at Talladega Super Speedway. Oh. Alrighty, folks, at this time, I'm going to take you down for your national anthem here this evening. And when we come back, it'll be qualifying time here from Talladega Super Speedway. Alrighty, race fans, about 2 minutes remaining here in practice. We're going to get ready for qualifying here in just a moment. Fastest car on track right now, Mr. Dave Edwards, leads the way in practice here this evening. Again, a large field out here tonight. Pretty much a full field, I do believe, of 43 cars, give or take maybe one or two. So a lot of cars also out on track here tonight, making a special appearance in the league. If I can find this car here, at number 3 machine of Mr. Rudy Cummings, out there on track. Of course, Rudy, well known from over at Max Speed TV. He'll be piloting that number 3 machine. Number 3, a good wrench machine. So nice to see that car out on track, piloted by Mr. Rudy Cummings. Art Peck right here in that Skittles machine, setting third in practice. And Mr. David Edwards out there in that number 15 machine as well. Alrighty, folks, 1 minute remains until qualifying here tonight. If you would in the chat room, let me know if the stream looks good. A lot of cars out here tonight, so I've had to adjust the way I do things just a little bit. And we'll get ready to go green flag racing here in just a moment. All right, 49 seconds remaining in practice here tonight. And once again, getting ready to go green here in just a moment for the Crowsnest Monster Energy Cup Series here on Extreme Sim TV. Should be a fun one here tonight as we're getting ready to send them loose here in just a moment. Alrighty, and we'll take a look at it here in just a second. This qualifying getting ready to get underway here. 1 more second remaining in practice. Qualifying will officially begin, and we'll get ready to turn them loose once again. Once again, this week, round number 2, Florida Crowsnest Monster Energy Cup Series, the second round of the season after our thriller last week at Daytona. Sure to be a great one here at Talladega here as well this week. All right, we're going to pull up your qualifying stats as everybody gets ready to get out on track and get underway here with our qualifying laps. Take a look here. Looks like it's Rudy Cummings, one of the first ones out on track in that number 3 good wrench machine. See how Rudy does here as he heads out to the racing surface. Here we go. Rudy Cummings out on track in that number 3 machine. Here we go. He runs the row line, getting that car up to speed here. Out onto the back straightaway. Rudy Cummings getting up to speed. Nice, easy entrance. And we'll take a look here. David Anderson out on track as well in that number 44, getting his car up to speed. And Mr. Wilkes out here also. All these cars getting up to speed here. They'll get this. It will be their get up to speed lap. They'll have one lap to get these cars completely up to speed. And then we will send them green here in a moment. Taking a look at Jimmy Crow here in the number 16 machine. Paul there in the 98. Already up on top of the eye line of the racetrack, working on getting that car up to speed right now. Again, they'll come across the stripe. Should start seeing times come in here in just a moment. Wilkes still up there as well. Same line right around the top of the racetrack. Perfect line here at Talladega Superspeedway. If you're out lap, you want to be right around the top of the racetrack. Get that thing to the bottom later on. Logan doing the same thing as well. Mr. Brooks out there. And looks like a DW inspired paint scheme. That Gatorade number 76 machine out there also coming through. Looks like he may be coming to put a lap on the board. Maybe the first time lap we see turned will be through Mr. Brooks here. And a boost to the top of the board. Gary jumps up now on top, and we will see where Brooks falls in. Brooks to the top of the board. Stewart as well. Here we go. We got times coming in now. Brooks on top of the board there up the first lap. Hoffman right there to P2 in that 01 machine. And let's see, Rogers on the exit of pit road. Brooks still hanging on. Crow coming through. This is Jimmy Crow Jr. coming through in that number 16 Halloween machine. We'll see where he poses here. Lap number 1 on the board for him. And pretty far down the running order there for Crow. Actually, didn't even count the lap there. Here we go. Down the back straightaway for Mr. Crow. Right now, Donald Stewart just jumped to the top of the board. That is Donald Stewart there. And now Rick McKinney jumping up there. Man, these guys swapping positions every time you turn around. Rick McKinney up to the top of the board. David Anderson is scored third right now. Look at that. Brandon up to the top of the board. Also 51.0. Man, Jesse Unruh right there as well. 51.0.3. It's kind of waiting to see how this plays out at this point. Everybody's jumping to the top of the board. I think Jesse might have a good round. Vasquez sitting on pit road. And Michael as well sitting on the exit of pit road. Here we go. So when we go green here, we're looking well over 37 cars here tonight. You can see just the top 10 there's top 20 here on the scoring pylon. And it looks like qualifying for the most part is going to be over. And it's going to be Jesse Unruh on top of the board. And Brandon right there as well. Alrighty, folks. We're going to get ready to get you down for your starting lineup here in just a moment. All right, checkered flag on the session. Congratulations to Mr. Jesse getting the pole here. And we're going to take you through your starting lineup here at Talladega Super Speedway. All right, inside of row number 1, Mr. Unruh on the bottom of the racetrack, or on the inside front row with the pole. Brandon there will start P2. Starting inside row number 2, that's Rick McKinney. Right there, third, Mr. Mitchell Wilkes there, fourth in that number 28 machine. Starting in row number 3 in the 007, this Mr. David Adamson, or if everyone else calls him Mr. Secret Agent Green Hornet, to start P5. Luke Gray, last week's winner, going to pick up row number or P6 outside of row 3. Again, he is last week's winner in that number 34. Starting inside row number 4, Mr. David Anderson. Outside him, Mr. Pondo there in the 17 machine. Donald Stewart will start inside row number 5 in that number 78 machine. And Taylor Benjamin on the outside in that 08. Starting 10. Seen there in 11th, Levy there 12th. 13th is Mr. Booth. Hilton is going to be 14th. Starting 15th will be Mr. Overstreet. Outside of him, Mr. Brooks. Starting P17, Mr. Peck alongside Kaufman there 18th. Starting in 19th, that's going to be Mr. Witt. Frank there in the 09 machine. Starting 21st will be Gary. On his outside will be Jimmy Crow there in the 16 machine. Starting as 23rd, Gene Rogers alongside Canoe. I hope I said that correctly. Sorry if I butchered your name there. In row 13, that's Ryan Kelly alongside James Ledford. Justin back there in 27th, Rudy Cummins 28th, 29th, and Diego Vasquez, JD Crow in the 37 machine as well. Starting 31st, that's Timothy alongside Dwight Plesh. In 33rd, Michael Spell alongside Mr. Dave Lane. Starting in 35th, not running though, Mr. Jimmy Crow Singer. Todd there will be in the 18 machine. He will be 36th. In row number 19, Mr. Michael alongside Dave as well. And row number 20, you're going to have Tony alongside David Edwards to round out the field. Well, nope, we still got a couple more here. Row 21, Mr. May alongside Edwards. And finally, there in row 22, Mr. Cody will bring up the end of the field. And there you go, 43 cars. 42 if you take out the admin. Will be taking on Talladega Super Speedway this week. All right, here we go. Getting ready to go green and flag racing. And we'll take a look at your race stats here in just a second. Track facts. Here we go, Talladega Super Speedway. 4 corners, 2.65 miles. 265 laps here tonight. Track temp 81, air temp 65. 2 mile an hour out of the south after wind speed as we're getting ready to go green here at Talladega Super Speedway. Huge field out here tonight. Getting ready to turn them loose here for 100 laps, 265 miles. All right, the field will work their way down the front straightaway. Getting ready to turn them loose here in just a moment. Huge field, trying to get you a look at the whole field as they head towards the start-finish line. Here we go. We're going to see the green flag go in the air here in just one moment. The Crowsnest Cup Series is green from Talladega Super Speedway. And we are underway here. Everybody nice and smooth on the start. Jesse brings them down. He'll lead them through turn number 1. Here we go down the back straightaway. Everybody kind of playing it safe here. They're going to take care of these cars as much as they can. Again, 3 fast repairs is what everybody has. A big field out there tonight. So you want to just kind of take it easy here. Because any incidents you do have, they're probably going to be big. With the field that you have right now, as big as it is. And we will leave your driver bar up here for you this evening. That way you can see who we're talking about. As you can see right there in second, Mr. Brandon there giving a big push in that number 31 machine. On the high side getting shoved. He's going to try to make a run at the lead here. Lap number 1 goes in the books. Starting lap number 2 here. On the inside, Jesse on the bottom. Looking for running room here. He's got really no help right there with him. Rick McKinney there in the 72 back a little ways. Can't really get to the back bumper as the yellow flag's out on the racetrack. Trouble early, 2 laps in. We'll go back and take a look and see if we find what actually happened here. Looks like Todd was involved. Dave Lane also, it looks like he may have been involved as well. And 1 car around way back there. We're going to go back a little bit further here. See if we can pinpoint where the problem started here early. Yellow here. Oh, trouble up in front of them. You see the smoke. Looks like the 18 Skittles machine is going to go around. Or excuse me, the Skittles machine there going around. The 36, not the 18. That's Mr. Peck getting caught up. We'll go back and take one more look at it. Now Peck just getting turned around there, looks like. One more time. Yep, just maybe a little bit of net code there. Turning that number 36 sideways. Man, that could have been a lot worse than what it was. Everybody gets on the brakes and works their way around the 36 machine. Great job, everybody. A little bit of damage on a couple of cars. Dwight Plesh and JD Crow going off the racetrack here. See if we can get a hold of them in TeamSpeak here, because I don't know if that's correct, buddy. If that is correct, if they're actually off, or we've got a problem here. I'm not seeing Dwight in TeamSpeak, so I'm assuming he is out of the race. We're gonna monitor it and see, but Dwight Flash among those back there. Oh, Dwight was in the 38 machine here this evening, and I'm not seeing him. Big news there if Dwight is out of the event. JD Crow also being scored out as according to my monitors as well. So right now, according to my monitor, we're gonna have 39 cars on the racetrack right now. Right now, Brandon being scored as your race leader in front of Jesse here. Early start here, 4 laps out of 100 complete here tonight. And Jesse held the lead there for a few moments, but it looks like Brandon was able to ease his way by. And I will be right back with you in the booth here in just a moment for the Crowsnest Cup Series Talladega 265. folks, I'm back here. Sorry about that. I seem to have lost my voice there for a moment, actually. Had to get that taken care of, but we're going to go back green flag racing with 65 or 95 laps to go here. And boy, oh boy, if I'm losing my voice already here tonight, the great racing action under the sea, that's going to be make for an interesting broadcast. I'm here to tell you. All right, Mr. Brandon out front, and Wilkes will be in third. And we will get, and McKinney will be fourth here back there in the 50 or the 34, Mr. Luke Gray. The 007 machine, a secret agent man back there, sets in sixth position. So the first yellow of the evening here early on in this one, as we see Mr. Peck get turned around. As we'll get ready to turn them back loose here once again. Mr. Peck back here in that number 36 machine. Nice looking machine there for Mr. Peck. And looks like the 09 Frank may have a problem. He's dropped back to 39th. We will see if he gets back out on track. Alrighty, folks, we're going to get ready to turn them loose here one more time. And when we do go green, we'll have 94 laps to go. Again, 5 laps in. First caution of the night for a minor incident off of turn number 2. Mr. Peck gets turned around. Luckily, didn't catch many cars up in that one. And I hope you are enjoying tonight's racing action here on Extreme Casino TV. This is race number 2 for the Crowsnest Cup Series of their 12-week season. Of course, last week's winner, Mr. Luke Gray, sitting there in P number 5, trying to bounce back up there and get another win here early on in the season, help with his championship hopes. But nevertheless, as they work their way out of turns 3 and 4, the iRacing pace car, he'll have his lights off and he'll dive down pit road this time by. All right, here we come. All the cars down in a nice line here, getting ready to receive the green flag once again. 39 cars looks like out on the racetrack right now. We're getting ready to go green once again here from Talladega Super Speedway. Green flag in the air. We're underway here at Talladega. Brandon there on the bottom. Jesse right there in that number 1 green machine as well. Right there in fifth, you're going to see that that number 34, Mr. Luke Gray up in the mix now, moving for third. Luke there trying to get up to the front of the pack. I'm sure he'd like to lead a lap here tonight. Or still early on in this one, a ton of cars out here right now, a lot of movement in the pack. This many cars, that's going to get a lot of momentum back there deep into the field. Worked up the 16 machine you see back there at the end of your frame. That's Jimmy Crow Jr. And he is going to be just a little ways back. So is Mr. Kaufman Logan back there in 13th. Right here, Jimmy Crow sitting all the way back there in 17th right now. As the pack thunders down the front straightaway one more time. You see just how far back Jimmy really is, but you're tight. You're in 17th, but you're right there. I mean, that's what plate racing does to you. You can be 17th, but you're literally right there with the leaders. Everybody pretty much on the big pack side by side up front right now. Brandon leading the way. But he's got a big challenger from the outside of 28 machine of Wilkes, trying to follow his way through to the race lead right now. 8 out of 100 complete already here this evening. Side by side is this whole pack right now. A couple of cars in that second pack starting to drop back, maybe try to save their equipment. Here we go across the stripe and at the line. Looks like Wilkes is going to be scored with your race lead that time by. Here we go down the back straightaway one more time. That front pack are really on top of each other right now. You're going to have Wilkes, you're going to have Gray, you're going to have Unruh right there as well. down the back straightaway. Everybody's bobbing and weaving. The 01 back there. That 01 machine trying to stick his nose up there. I believe that 01 might be a custom number because I'm not seeing that number on my screen. Oh, there it is, Mr. Kaufman there in the 01 machine. And updated there. Here comes Kaufman on the high side. He's going to try to get his way up there. He's on the high side of Mr. Gray, looks like. Which Mr. Gray up there a little bit further ahead with the 76 down below him. And that 76 in Gray's machine looked pretty much identical from a distance. Now, side by side down the back straightaway, everybody moving around a little bit. Big nudge up front and see those cars wiggle back and forth. They're not completely stable out here. So you got to really be careful with what you're doing here. That second pack's starting to really drop back right now. Just a little bit. And that will allow that front pack, the bottom lane, to kind of break away just a tad bit. Luke Gray up there pushing in the inside lane right now. And again, for those who just joined us, we will have 3 fast repairs here this evening for this 100 lapper. And 39 or so cars started the event here. So a big field out there, and you see on the high side that Mustang, that Ford Mustang on the high side, really getting a good shove from that Chevrolet right there behind them. That 28 of Wilkes there getting a big shove from the 133 of Unruh. Oh my goodness, 11 laps already complete, and we're still stacked up on them. Nowhere for anybody to go right now. Now, double file up front. Wilkes trying to hang on to P2, but he's going to drop back. Here comes Gray working his way. That's your point leader working your way up, his way up right there. Mr. Luke Gray. Huge field of cars, man. It's impressive to watch them rumble down the back straightaway, fanning out the way they do. And again, 12 out of 100 already in the book. Still 89 laps to go. Still a long way to go here at Talladega Superspeedway. A lot of times for these guys to figure it out, figure out a way to get to the front of the pack. That's mainly what you want to do. Everybody pretty much 13 laps of fuel used right now. Everybody pretty much on the same fuel strategy. Now, Wilkes and Rick McKinney back there as well. Everybody taking their time. I'm really impressed with the way these guys are handling it right now. Everybody's just being patient, taking their time. They've got a long way to go. No reason to get in a hurry right now. All right, as they thunder out of turns 3 and 4 once again. You see back there, there's a little bit of a second pack there, way back there, probably around the 30th position. Starting to kind of dissipate itself from the top main pack. You see the 72 clip the apron. He's going to get a little bit loose there. He'll get it straightened out, though, as they head to turn number 1. Wilkes still out there in that number 28 machine, that Ford on the high side. Gets a big shove down the back straightaway. Wilkes with a massive shove from that 133. Let's see if they can take back over the lead from Brandon on the bottom. That momentum's going to stall out here before they can get there. 14 out of 100 in the books already, and you can see these runs materializing. 2 or 3 cars back. Definitely this many cars changed. Look back there in that number 3 machine. 3 wide back there in the pack. Mr. Rudy Cummins working his way through the pack. Now, he did mention that his back may not allow him to complete this whole thing, but man, I sure would like to see him be able to run this thing out, because he is up there in the middle of it. Meanwhile, back up front, the 28 of Wilkes really putting on a good show right now. Oh, they're about to shuffle Wilkes out of line. He'll get put on the high side. The 133 just shuffled him, and oh, no. big incident down into turns 3 and 4. Oh boy. Oh, this is a big one. Oh my word. Holy cow. The whole field wrecking down here in 3 and 4. Holy smoke. Oh boy. We're going to go back and kind of take a look at this. Attempt to here. Oh man, just nowhere for anybody to go. And it all started way up front with Wilkes getting turned around here. We can find him. Mr. Wilkes there on the high side gets shoved out. There's the contact. And it was just on from there. And he tries to get on the brakes. There's nothing he can do. And nowhere for these oncoming cars to go. The 78 involved. The Rudy Cummings down there in the grass involved. We'll go back and take a look one more in slow-mo here. And we'll see what we can see here from the fan view of this one. As they head into 3 and 4, you see up against the wall, and just the track becomes blocked. Look at that mess over there out of turns 3 and 4. Nowhere for anybody to go. Wow. All right, one more time here from a little bit of a slower vantage point. You see the contact there. Here we go. And nowhere, the 62 gets caught up in it. Hard impact, up and over. And then just nowhere for anybody else to go. I mean, they're coming through. Poor Rudy's on the brakes for everything is worth trying to get through this. You'll see the 40 sneak through on the bottom. The 36 coming through. The 50, 85 upside down on top of a bunch of cars. Holy smokes. And that brought out the second yellow of the evening. Huge incident down into turns 3 and 4. Again, it was just a 3-wide situation that went horribly wrong. And it stacked them up and nothing they could do. Alrighty, folks. We'll see if we can get our first interview of the evening. Alright, let's see who we're going to grab here. Let's see if we can grab Mr. Wilkes himself. Hey, man, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me? Mr. Wilkes, you got a copy on me? It's Matt up in the booth, man. Let's see, he may not be available for you. Alright, let's grab Mr. Junior up here. Hey, Junior, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Well, buddy, that was a parking lot over in turn 3.
Yes, sir.
Well, what was it like trying to work your way through that mess?
Just trying to survive, hoping everybody drives with a little bit of patience. Trying to get a green flag pit stop. We get a green flag pit stop, it'll send stuff out. We're just trying to get there.
Alrighty, buddy. With the best of luck to you out there, man.
Thank you, sir.
I will grab one more. We're going to grab a driver of that number 3 machine. Tried his best to work his way through that one. Mr. Rudy, it's Matt up in the booth. You got me, bud?
Yeah.
Alrighty, man. We watched you come through turn 3 there. You were hard on the brakes trying to miss that, but it was pretty much a parking lot over there, buddy.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, there was cars everywhere.
Do you feel like you just come from the junkyard over there?
Pretty close to it. Luckily I got stopped in time, and I think I ghosted through somebody, but I didn't get any damage.
Well, buddy, you got that 3-car through it pretty clean, looks like. Not any major damage. anything that I can really see. So, good job working your way through that, man.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be here the whole race. I'm going to try to make it to about 50 laps or something before my back gives out. So, but yeah, thanks.
No problem, Rudy. We'll definitely holler at you later, man. Best.
All right. Well, if I get wrecked out, I may come up and join you if that's okay.
Yeah, come on up. If you want to come on up. You don't have to ask, man. You know you're more welcome up here, buddy.
All right. Thank you, Matt.
No problem. Just so you know, you've got a little bit of left front splitter bent just a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, man.
Well, Extreme Sim TV.
Yeah,
Yay!
exactly. First interview on Extreme Sim TV. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, good. Have
Thank
fun
you.
out there, buddy.
I will.
Alright, let's see who else we can grab. We may have time to do one more here. Alright, let's see if we can grab your leader, Mr. Edwards here, if the light. We're going to grab Mr. Edwards here if the lights do not go out this time. If they go out, I'm going to wait to grab him, but we will see what happens with that iRacing pace car here. Oh, he'll jump down pit road. Brandon's going to take over here. And we'll see what happens here with that iRacing pace car. Looks like the lights will probably go off here. And at the stripe, lights off on the pace car. Luke Gray up there on the high side. Rick McKinney down there on the bottom. David Anderson there in the fourth. So lights out on the pace car. We'll get ready to go back green to flag racing. Hey, Miss Maria Crow, you still in chat? Alrighty, folks, before we go green to flag racing, don't forget you've got 11 days left. That's all you got to pick up your official Crowsnest t-shirt. Miss Maria Crow, I'm sure, can get the link to you in the description below of this thing. Man, that shirt looks awesome. Of course, you've got your Crowsnest logo, along with "We Always Go on Green," and of course, on the back, you got Mr. Extreme Sim TV itself, a YouTube channel on the back. Pick that shirt up today from Mrs. Maria. Get the link from her, and also I'll probably put the link in the description below here after this event. And keep in mind, you've only got 11 days. And folks, it's only $20. And I will tell you what, I'm buying mine. You should buy yours too. All proceeds going back to help the league out a little bit to keep this thing running. Place for great drivers to race at. So I make sure and pick that up today. I'm sure I'm going to pick one up, and I think I'll convince Rudy to get one too. I've talked to him about that as the show's over. Alrighty. Well, lights off on that iRacing pace car, and we will turn them back green here in a moment. Luke Gray on the front row, and you're going to have Mr. Brandon right there as well. Mr. McKinney, Mr. Anderson, Wilkes, Adamson, all right here in your top six, and we're going to wave that green flag one more time here. Luke Gray, of course, last week's winner, trying to make a 2-peat out of it here tonight. All right, here we go through the trial. Lights out on that pace car, and we're going to bring them down. And we're green here at Talladega Super Speedway. Here we go. On the loud pedal, Mr. Brandon out front at 31. Rick McKinney there in third in that number 72, giving him a big shove. Anderson there as well. Wilkes, Anderson. Here we go down the front straightaway once again. Big shove on the highway, and here we go. Luke Gray going to take over the race lead for now. He may try to jump down the line, and he does do so. He's going to come down to the bottom lane. pick up that inside line once again as we roll through 3 and 4. The 31 machine of Brandon right there in second right now. Here we come down the front straightaway one more time. Headed for the start and finish line once again here in this one. As we take a look from our speed cam as they come flying by us here through turns 1 and 2. Just packed in closely together here. Everybody doing a great job. 21 out of 100 laps complete right now. Anderson out front right now by about a nose, and that, look at that, Mr. Adamson, 007 himself, Secret Agent Green Hornet coming from the front to the front of the pack here. And what's up with this? He's not in a green car, he's in a black and red car. Shame on you, Mr. Agent Man. You need a green car, sir. Mr. Agent Man here on the outside line getting a big shove from Jim Brooks there in the 76. Logan back there in the number 63 machine as well. So big battles up front, but we're going to go back in the pack a little ways. And we're going to go check on Mr. Overstreet back here in 7th or 14th. Overstreet working his way. He's either going to be 3 wide there, there as well in the 16 machine. Big run here on the high side. A couple cars working together. You can see that Ford Mustang peeking its nose out there. That's the number 98 machine. Paul up there on the high side. Here we go. Paul leading that outside lane around the high lane of the racetrack. He's got help with him. Can they make this outside? This is really intriguing if these two can make the outside lane work. Hello, Mrs. Margaret and chat. How are you doing? Here we go. That high lane, that number 98 machine leading it right now. Meanwhile, you're not missing much out front as we've got a little bit of a single file action for the first 2 cars. But I will tell you what, that number 98 machine of Paul has got something figured out in that high lane, and he's got help with him in that number 133. Mr. Jesse there. They're going to drop back into that outside line. But I think they proved they can make that third lane work. Getting ready for a quarter away into this one. David Anderson out front. Luke Gray is at second. I'm doing great, Margaret. I'm doing awesome. Well, Miss Margaret, could you tell me why the Super Agent Green Hornet here is not in a green race car? I'm kind of wondering. He's in that red or black and red and green 007 here tonight, making a move there on the outside lane. Of course, that number 76 Gatorade machine are right there behind them, trying to make it work. 25 out of 100 laps complete here tonight. Back down the front straightaway one more time. Still 2 wide up front. Nobody really pulling ahead. Nobody pretty even right now. The 44 machine up there in the middle of it as well. Once again, 26 out of 100 complete here tonight. Already been an interesting night here on Extreme TV. One of the bigger car counts we have covered. Wilkes back here also trying to work his way through. Can't do it. Crow right now in the 16 machine runs 11. course, Jimmy Crow there started 22nd and has been up high as 11th now as he comes through this time by. Mr. May back here in the 13th machine started 41st. Nice run. He's got that car up into 15th so far. And right behind Mr. Rogers there in the 71 machine. He started today 23rd up to, looks like, highest is 13th, and he slid back to 16th here, but a great run nonetheless for him as well. All right, 11 laps so far on this fuel run here tonight. 74 laps remaining, 74 more to go. Everybody kind of settled down after that massive incident in turns 3 and 4. They have got it settled down here a little bit. I hope you're enjoying your Friday night here with the Crowsnest on Extreme Sim TV. Currently 9:44 Eastern Standard Time, 9:44 p.m., and I hope you're enjoying it. Sitting there maybe eating some pizza, drinking some cola, and watching a great Talladega race here, the Talladega 265 for the Crowsnest Monster Energy Series. Again, this series on Extreme Sim TV every Friday evening. So come out and enjoy the night with us every Friday. We'd love to have you. So right now, still double file up front. David Anderson there in that 44 machine. Brandon up there in the 31. They're pretty even right now. Nobody really doing any real big push. You see the 007 right there as well. All these guys are right on top of each other. Alrighty, folks, well, we're going to take the time to give you your first crank it up of the evening. And I'll be back with you here in a moment. Alrighty, folks, we're back here. I hope you enjoyed your first crank it up of the evening. More to come here later on in the evening, but right now out front, Mr. Brandon holding on to that race lead in that beautiful number 31 machine. Great to see him having a great day out there on the speedway right now. Here we go, back down into 3 and 4 one more time. Everybody's still searching around here. 69 laps to go. That's right, 69 to go here from Talladega Superspeedway. Speedway nowhere close to the end right now. Already we've seen about 9 lead changes on the evening. Been a lot of fun here so far tonight. We're gonna look at this pack of cars as they're still side by side. Down the back straightaway, the 31 machine of Brandon and Mr. Adamson. Still a double file up here. A great run for these two. And how about these guys side by side by side and really not having any problems here? All right, here we go. Everybody's still working on it here. 007 machine right there. And I'm not going to call it the Green Hornet until he gets back in the green car. I'm not calling a red car green car. Yeah, Maria, give it. Tell Margaret to take care of making him run a green car from here on out. He has to run a green car. There's no black and red car for him. No, sir. I will not have it. All right, we got a car exiting pit road here. As we go back to take a look here, one car coming down right now. And that way have been Mr. Edwards, I believe, or David, one of the two here, heading to pit road. CDA, Mr. Vasquez back here in 24th. Rudy Cummings is stuck back here in around 22nd in that number 3 machine. And I know he said he was going to get out of the car here at lap 50, but I really hope he stays with it. All right, as we're coming up, getting closer and closer to green flag stops here. We get to the green flag stop. That is really going to split the field up a little bit. Be a little bit different now once we do that. You know, you'll start seeing packs of cars break off of the main pack. And it will end up changing the complexion of this race, I'm for sure. If we end up with a long enough run to come to pit road here. The quality of racing here tonight, yes, we've had a couple of big incidents, but the quality of racing has been great here this evening. You can't ask for anything better than this. 65 laps to go here, so we're already getting our way near halfway here. And man, oh man, it has been a show every step of the way. As we got cars diving down pit road now. Looks like 2 will dive out of the line, bringing it to pit road. And so right now what we're looking at is we got a car scrubbing the outside wall up there. Looks like he's okay. Is everybody's just trying to get themselves in position here for pit stops. Of course, you want to get that car down to pit road speed. Keep it under control while you do it. Try not to loop the car coming down pit road. Or what you got to worry about here when you hit pit road here at Talladega Speedway. I mean, you're carrying a lot of speed, and if you get in there too deep, you lock up the brakes around the back end will come on you. So you really have to watch what you're doing here. Again, these guys doing a great, awesome job of keeping it nice and clean. You're taking a look there at the 98 machine of Mr. Paul. About 6 cars back on the inside lane. They're going to go 3 wide now. Looks like the 007's going to get moved up to the high lane. He's going to get shuffled back over the ways. That's fine. He'll probably just try to fall back in line here and get to the bottom of the racetrack here and get to pit road to make it stop nice and clean. If you're stuck up that high on the racetrack, it's really hard to get to your stall. He's falling way back now. You see everybody pretty much getting single file. And here they all come off of turn 4. Hang on, folks. Nice and easy does it. Looking at 28, making up a ton of ground. Oh, watch out. Everybody makes it nice and easy here. On lap number 39, these guys hit pit road. Everyone there for about back to 12, about 12 cars left on the racetrack. But nice job, everybody on track getting to pit road. And we will see the second group here probably come down this time by. And this group have made it 23 laps on their tires and fuel. A couple more back there, around 21 laps or so. So here they come. Let's see everybody on the pit, on the brakes. Lap down car, watch out. Whoa, Jim Brooks in the 76. Massive mistake. That's going to be a black flag for Mr. Brooks. He slides off. That's going to be an unsafe pit entry, I do believe. And he'll get to his box here. Go back and we'll take a look at it one more time from the onboard. And you'll see as he's coming down, kind of in slow-mo here. Watch his tachometer over there as he's jumping on the brakes, trying to get the car to turn, and it just doesn't turn. And off into the grass he goes. Now, iRacing may call that an unsafe pit entrance. I'm not for sure. It looks like it come out okay, but definitely sketchy anytime you have that. We got a problem. We got a car around out of pit road. Let me see if I can catch a number on that in slow-mo here to see who that is. The 48 or 46 or 48 machine ran into problems. And that was Mr. Ledford. We'll go back and see what happened to him on the exit of pit road as well. All right, here comes your Mr. Ledford off pit road. Pardon the gas, and it just brings that car around. Oh, man. And he's got quite a bit of front end damage. He'll get that car back up to speed. But, man, oh, man. So, eventful set of stops here. After all that's through, the 44 machine takes over the race lead. Mr. Anderson there in the 44 leads the way right now. And the yellow flag on the racetrack, yellow flag on the racetrack. If we can get an idea of where the problem may be here. This one might actually be kind of hard to find here, folks. Not sure where the problem. Oh, there's a spinner. Let's see if we can find out who it is. Seen the lights come on. There's the lights, and it's back here somewhere here. Definitely a problem. So somebody spun it there on the back straightaway. That brought the yellow out. 42 out of 100 complete. And Mr. Anderson is in the lead. And we'll see if we can figure out where the problem may have been. Oh, there's the issue. It looks like it was indeed an issue here with the 86. What in the world? Oh, the 98 makes contact. And they straightened it out. But there are problems here. And then it just gets worse. The 19 comes along. Man, yellow flag on the speedway. I'm not really. He was just at such a slow. Oh, he tries to get off the racing surface. Nowhere for the 19 to go. Man. Right along with that 19 machine. Just a bad break here. Nothing he could do. I mean, one of them situations, he was trying to get out of the way. Definitely wasn't trying to cause an accident. But usually in a situation like that, your best bet is just to stay in the lane you're in. But he did the best he could to get off the track and out of the way. And unfortunately, the 19 had nowhere to go. And that's going to bring the yellow out once again here, lap number 43 with 58 laps remaining. And we will get ready to turn them back loose here in a moment. Let everybody get off pit road. And David will be out front, and we'll see if we can get a word with him right here in a moment. Hey, David, it's Matt up in the booth. Hey, David, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
Yeah, I got you.
All righty, man. Well, you're out front leading the way, buddy. What's the plan here going forward?
Well, I got a bunch of teammates up here with me. I got Jesse Unruh. I got Brandon. We got Pondo back a little ways, and try to get all of our guys up here and just race it out and have some fun.
All righty, man. Well, we've seen that work there last week. Y'all got up there a lot of cars in the top 5, so we'll see if the same thing happens here.
Yeah. Well, we're hoping. We got a pretty tough group that we race with. Pretty tough team. So we should be battling for the win here tonight. Hopefully.
Also, you got Rudy down there. Not sure if he's going to make it all the way, but you got Rudy down there with you as well in that number 3 machine.
Yeah, fun having Rudy in here with us.
All righty, buddy. Well, best of luck to you out there the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
A little bit of a stutter there. Sorry, guys. All right, we'll see if the lights go off on the pace car. If not, we'll see if we can get another interview here done in just a moment. And indeed, they stay on, so we will see. Let's grab Mr. Les Levy. Hey, Les, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
Who was that asking for who?
Hey, buddy, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me, man?
Oh, Matt, how are you doing, bud?
I'm hanging in there, buddy. How's it going for you tonight, my man?
It's a tough Friday night.
No, just not having the best of luck here tonight, buddy.
Nope, got caught up on that first one, and then got a yellow flag when we were all waiting for some cars, and it's going to be a tough one if we get a good finish, but we'll try.
All right, well, best of luck to you, Wes, out there. How does it change things with this many cars out there on the track right now?
Well, I don't know. It's the number of cars. I just think we got a lot of new drivers in the league. First year, we're sorting it out. It just makes it tough, right? Instead of passing 20, 30 cars, you got to go past 40.
10-4. Well, right now you're sitting back there in 30th, so best of luck to you.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Maybe you can work your way through a little bit. It's been a good show, though.
Got to try. I got to call somebody out here on the other line here.
All righty, buddy. We'll have the best of luck here, and we'll see you here in a little bit. All right. Of course, Les down there with me. He's got some help. He's got Mr. Overstreet down there. Booth down there. Donald Stewart down there. Logan and Paul. So, a couple of cars there to maybe be able to get together and work together if they could. Get him back up front, towards the front. Man, Les just hasn't had the luck. As we're coming up on halfway. And we'll get ready to turn them back loose here in just a moment. Light's still on the iRacing pace car as we say it right now. on a side note, Miss Marie and Parker, how do you feel like I'm doing? Probably the biggest field that I've ever covered here on Extreme Sim TV has been you guys. So definitely different with this many cars out here and doing the best I can to manage it. Been a lot of fun here so far tonight. I do appreciate that. And like I said, just taking a little bit of a breather right now before we go back green and flag racing here in just a moment. Quick little side story that I'm going to tell before we go green here in just a second. I kind of started drinking cream sodas and kind of got hooked on them now, and I've almost like cream soda now more than I like Coca-Cola or Mountain Dew or anything. So definitely check that out. I think I have to look to get you the brand that I'm drinking now. But I tell you what, cream soda is really good. If we're getting ready to get back going green flag once again. Jesse Unruh back to the top of the board along with Mr. David there in the 44 machine. We'll see the green flag going here in just a moment. And out of Triumphal, here we go. The American Ethanol green flag waves once again. Oh, let's go racing, folks. We're back underway at Talladega Super Speedway. Green flag back in the air. According to me, what's going on here? Me no see green flag, yellow flag, maybe back out. We're gonna wait. Nope, it's scored green, so we're gonna go find out why. And okay, it's still showing yellow, but there we go. I got it. There we go. We are officially back under green. Don't know why it didn't automatically update there. That kind of threw me off. The green flag back in the air, lap number 46 here. Jesse up front leading the way, the 44 machine, and Mr. Anderson right there with him. Brandon there as well. And now a 2x2, and there you'll see that third group starting to work its way up towards the front of the pack here. 54 laps to go. Here we go. That second outside lane starting to work here. 3 wide, couple of rows deep once again. Oh, look at this racing right now. 3 wide. Three wide, 3 rows deep. Here we go into turns 3 and 4. 3 lanes of cars now. Look at this racing. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I count 7 rows. 3 deep. Out of turn number 4. Here we go down the front straightaway once again at Talladega Super Speedway. Look at this racing up near the front. And look down there on the inside row about 4 or 5 cars back. The 3-car Rudy Cummins working his way through. Now he's about at 50 laps here. He said he might step out of the car, but man, I hope he stays in there, to be honest. He's doing a great job. Now 3 wide on the exit of turn number 2. Nowhere for anyone to go as they head down the back straightaway now. Look at this beautiful set of cars as they come flying towards you here. And up front, a little bit of movement now, almost 4 wide. Watch out, boys. Getting a little bit racy here. The 98 pushes up the racetrack. He'll hang on to it. We're getting ready to see halfway here. And something tells me the Crows are just getting revved up here as we're 3 wide. Here we go. Working our way out of turn number 2, the 36 right in the middle lane. He'll get chopped down. Here we go down the back straightaway once again. 3 abreast. 5, 6 rows deep. And we're coming to halfway here. This time we're going to be halfway in the Crowsnest Cup Series Talladega 265 here on Extreme SM FEV. Maxine, don't get nervous. It'll be fine. Hang in there. Let's see. Where is Mr. Logan? Logan's sitting here in the 63 machine, sitting in 9th. Let's take you on board with him, Maxine. What do you think about that? There you go. You can ride on board with Mr. Logan for a moment. Here we go. Just for you, Maxine. Get you right on board with Logan here a little bit. Working his way up through the field. Sitting right now in that 10th position. Oh, a car up against the wall there. And still 3 wide deep in the pack here. Everybody doing a great job, though, hanging on to these race cars right now. Now the 98 machine on the high side getting a big shove from the 17. Mr. Wilkes there out front hanging on. Unruh back there in second. Alrighty, folks, 53 out of 100 complete. I'm going to give you a little bit of crank it up, and I've got to step out of the booth for just a moment here on Extreme Sim TV. trouble on the speedway. I had to step away here. We're gonna go back and take a look at what happened. Trouble there on the speedway. As you can see, everybody was all down the back straightaway. We've got trouble back in the back of the pack. Oh, the 76 is involved. Bunch of cars sliding sideways back here. And that was Jim Brooks. Man, Jim has had a rough night. Man, those sevens caught up in it. Yellow flag here down the back straightaway. And Wedford looks like it's involved. Well, looks like they were 3 wide here. Oh, the 15 got turned by the 3. The 3 hard into the inside wall. Huge incident. All right, yellow flag back out on the speedway here on lap number 56. I tell you what, Maxine, if you could get Logan to talk to me, probably after the broadcast, I'll pull him and talk to him. What I'd like to do, I'd like to find out how much it costs to run his card on the weekend, and see if I can get a sponsorship on one of his weekends in that cart. Maybe get an Extreme Sim TV logo out to him to put on the side of the cart for a weekend. I'd really like to do that for Logan, and would love to see Extreme Sim TV logo on the side of a cart or something. That'd be pretty cool to see. So I'll definitely have to get with Logan about that. Everybody getting back underway here after a big incident there down the back straightaway. A couple of cars getting tangled up together. All right, here we go. Everybody under yellow one more time. Everybody will head to pit road once again. And it'll be the 15 machine coming down here. Now, we are 57 laps in, 44 laps to go. And big congratulations to everyone who's watching. I'm not sure, but right now we have 11 live views. And for Extreme Sim TV, that may be one of the highest live view counts that I've had. So big congratulations to everybody watching. Congratulations there, 11 live views. I'm stoked about that. Normally set around 8, 9, somewhere in there. But 11, that's pretty good for me. Thank you to everyone that's watching this here live tonight. We'll have 40 laps to go here pretty soon. And Maxine, no problem. I would really actually like to see, that happen. We'll have to definitely sit down and talk about it and see what we can come up with. So we'll have to see what we can do here. Alrighty, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and a thumbs up on the stream here tonight. If you're enjoying what you're seeing out of the Crowsnest Cup Series, Talladega 265. Again, 58 out of 100 complete here tonight. Alright, white flag, one more lap to go here until we go back green. You know, in some short track racing series, they actually give the white flag to signal one lap to go under caution. And I had never seen that done till here recently. So, your leader here for the restart is going to be Pondo in that number 17 machine. On his outside, Jesse Unruh, Rick McKinney, Brandon, David Anderson, Taylor Benjamin, and Donald Stewart. That's going to be your top 7 here when we go green. So here we go. Lights off on that iRacing pace car. We'll see the green flag fly here with roughly 41 laps remaining. And that's about 2 stops for fuel. I don't think they're going to make it here one more stop. But the green flag will fly here. Wait on it, wait on it, wait on it. Green, green, green. We're back underway here at Talladega Super Speedway. Mr. Pondo leading the way. Jesse Unruh in second. And that number 3 machine, Mr. Rudy Cummins, hanging in there, buddy. He's up to lap 60. He just might make it all the way to the end of this thing, folks. Because he's going to work that black number 3 machine back up through here. Mighty hard on the loud pedal down the back straightaway. Rick McKinney up here near the front of this thing right now. Brandon also as well. Here they come down the front straightaway one more time. Hondo out front, and he's going to have Jesse Unruh, Rick McKinney, and Brandon right there. That's going to be your top 4. Brandon, of course, they're in the 34 machine. Trying to hang on here as they roll their way through 1 and 2. David back there as well. Brian Kaufman also there. As they roll their way down the back straightaway one more time. Side by side. Jesse up there on that outside, trying to get a big shove from behind right now of that 21 machine. Or excuse me, that's the 31 right there behind him of Mr. Brandon. Back into the trioval once again, 61 on laps complete. $62 complete this time by. Everybody doing what they can to 01 up there on the high side. He's going to be trapped. That's going to be Brian Kaufman up there in that 01 machine. He's going to be trapped in behind. Looks to be Taylor there as well. 62 out of 100 complete here tonight. Big time moving it up at the front of the front of the pack there. Jesse Unruh, the back of that car, moving around a little bit. Trying to hang on to it right now through the trioval. Everybody will spread out just a little ways. Hondo, Brandon, and Rick McKinney there also. Side by side up front. Now Jesse Unruh, Brandon, all these guys fighting for position as we've got 38 laps to go now. They're running out of time. Of course, the 17 machine right there as well. Brian Kaufman up there also. Mr. Paul as well in the 98. And Paul right there in that number 98 machine. Jim Brooks. And David Adamson back here in the 007 and right outside your top 10. Along with last week's winner, Mr. Luke Gray, hanging in there as well. Rudy Cummings still up here in the pack. 64 laps complete. Timothy right here in the 86 machine, assessed 19th as well. Wilkes. And look at Logan there in the 63 back here in the 21st. But he's starting to work his way up through there. Once again. Alrighty, folks, as they head into turns 1 and 2, once again down the back straightaway, we're looking at them from our spotter cam as we head down the back straightaway, side by side up front. The 72 machine of Rick McKinney, Pondo in the 17. On his outside, the 133 of Jesse Unruh. Right there as well, the 08 Oreo machine. He's going to work his way on the outside. That is going to be Mr. Taylor Benjamin. All these guys right up here in the front of the pack as they battle their way through the trial once again. With a bit of bumping and banging, big time shove up there on the outside of the lane. And 133 of Unruh trying to clear his way to the bottom of the racetrack. Up above those two, look at that 64, man. All over the back of the 98 machine. Man, what a battle. 3 wide now. You see 76 to 98 and the 007 machine. 3 wide back here, and you're looking and see this outside lane and that momentum with that 98 machine inching his way forward. Paul there in the 98 getting a big shove from that 34 machine of Luke Gray. They're making up time on the high side right now. 2 cars up there on the outside lane really working their way through. And don't forget tonight, guys, this race will have green, white, checkered attempts if need be. We will do everything we can to get this thing to finish under green. Luke Gray, the 98 machine of Mr. Taylor on the high side as well. And now they've got help from the 78 machine also up there. Meanwhile, the 44, 72, they're stuck on the bottom. And Luke sneaking his way up through there. Man, could he end up walking away with 2 wins? I don't know, but it's going to be close. Here we go. It's 3 wide up front right now. The 08 up there big in that Oreo machine getting a big shove. Ooh, Oreos and cream soda. That sounds good. From that 01 machine, here comes the 98 machine as well. 3 wide now. Look at the Target machine right there in the middle of all this also. As they work their way down the front straightaway, once again, everybody fans out. Again, about 12 laps into this stint, they've got about 10 laps or so to go before they'll head to pit road, so they'll come down with about 23 remaining. And that's going to be right on the fuel line if they can make it to the end here. Of course, yellows would change everything. And now the Oreo machine, that 08 machine of Taylor Benjamin. Big run there. And we got trouble with Luke Garrett grazing the wall and the 78 as well. Donald Stewart there in the 78, he's going to drop way back. He's falling like a stone, man. All the way back outside of the 13 machine. Man. Meanwhile, back up front, it is come on, cream soda and Oreos. That would be a good combination. Now, up front, the 31 machine of Brandon hanging in there. Jesse Unruh, Pondo right there as well. And taking a look at the 40 machine, getting a big run there. Right back to the top of the racetrack. 70 out of 100 complete here tonight. Yes, I do agree. Milk and Oreos is good. Yes, I agree with that. But we're just going to have to agree to disagree on the cream soda and Oreos. I mean, I don't mean dip the Oreos in the cream soda. I mean, drink cream soda with Oreos. If that helps. All right, big run there on the outside lane. The 08 machine, the 01 there as well. Here they come down the back straightaway one more time. 30 laps to go. That's right, folks. 30 laps to go here at Talladega Super Speedway. And here they come off turn number 4. Everybody's going to spread out. See when everybody heads to pit road if they choose to do so. And right now, your most laps have been led here today by Mr. Brandon there at 29 laps led. Now 40 Axe Machine gets the big pull on the outside lane. He's going to get help there from the 08 machine at Taylor. They're going to try to work their way to the front. They've got the 01 out there as well. Again, 72 out of 100 complete here. They got 29 laps to go as we're inching closer to our final set of pit stops here. And you see everybody pretty much still in this thing. Got a shot at it here tonight. And don't forget, coming up tomorrow, I will be running in the Crowsnest Pro 2 Truck Series. And the Pro 4 Crowsnest Truck Series will get a broadcast on Extreme Sim TV. And on Sunday, don't forget, doubleheader night on Sunday, the Crowsnest Super Late Model Series comes your way on Sunday here on Extreme Sim TV. Immediately followed by the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. And they're, oh, big move there behind them, a car in the wall. That's a blue and black machine in the wall back there. Who in the world got in the wall? That was huge. Looks like it's going to be okay. Looks like there's no yellow. Jimmy on pit road. Who in the world? But there was a car that darted. It looks like it may be Mr. Tony there. Well, oh, it wasn't Tony. Let's see if we can find him. But somebody darted down pit road there, and that was a massive moment. Alright, looks like Jimmy Crow is out of this one. Unfortunately, there another car on the outside wall there. You guys must be getting tight off of turn 4. Now we're going to be 3 wide here. And everybody's trying to work their magic, work their way through here. Logan right up in the center of this thing as they work their way through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway one more time. Jesse Unruh right there as well. Man, what a race we have seen here tonight. On board here with Jesse. Pushing on the back bumper, that number 31 of Brandon. Now out of turn at number 3 and 4. Here they come. Huge pack of race cars headed down. 3 wide up front, and look at the Crowsnest car on the high side. That's the 62 headed towards the front right now. Or the 63, excuse me. Or 62. 62 up front. Big run there. What a move. Man. As they thunder down the back straightaway once again. Looks like the 62 is 1 lap down at least. Trying to go back and see if we can find them. Yeah, Les Levy, he is 1 lap down. So Les trying to get his lap back here, and everybody's going to dive down pit road. Everybody be careful. We've seen how dangerous this could be. Early on, it looks like a clean break there with 25 to go. And that group that just stopped, I'm not sure that any of these guys can make it on fuel. It's going to be an interesting one, folks, here at the end of this one. There's Secret Agent Man in the 00 machine working his way. So this pack up here includes Pondo, Rudy Cummings back there in 23rd. So Brian and Paul and David Logan, all of these guys have not pit yet. And I would imagine they're going to come down this time by 21 laps under stint. Logan stuck on the high side. I have no idea how he's going to get down from there. And he won't. He'll stay out nice, move. A couple of more cars break off. So now this is going to be your main pack for the lead at the moment. Les Levy's still hanging on in this front pack. Trying to fight to get his lap back here with 23 laps to go. 23 to go here from Talladega Super Speedway. Les, of course, there in the 62 Crowsnest machine. Trying to fight his way to the front. Now everybody works their way to the bottom. Signifies to me this group's going to come down at this time by. Everybody nice and smooth on the entry here. And Logan comes down. Here we go. They spread apart. And look at Logan trying to take advantage on the brakes. Hard on the brakes, Logan. Whoa, nice job, everybody. The 08 of Taylor was right there as well. Nice, clean entry. Nobody having any major issues. Wilkes, though, still out there on track. And that number 28 machine working with the 15, who is your race leader right now. So we'll expect to see this group down this time by. Oh, big move there for Wilkes. Hang on to it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, I would be afraid that that might be speed. Oh boy, that could have been bad. All right, and folks, Miss Maria Crow has the shirt order link in the comments, so check that out, and I'll have it in the description of the video below. Don't forget, once again, you only got 11 days to order your Crow's Nest t-shirt. Again, it's only 20 bucks, guys, and it's a great looking t-shirt. Represent the Crow's Nest with your own personal Crow's Nest t-shirt. 20 bucks. You're going to have 11 days to get them, man. And go get them while you can because they look nice. I know I'm getting mine. So I'm looking forward to that, guys. And I'll probably make a video on it once I get it to me. So. Oh boy, here we go with the Mustang conspiracy in chat. You know, I really haven't seen a difference with the Mustang here. But anyway, out front, Mr. Jesse leads the way. David right there as well. Here we go down the front straightaway one more time. 20 laps to go this time by, folks. 20 more times around Talladega Super Speedway for the Crow's Nest Monster Energy Cup Series, only on Extreme SM TV. Again, 20 laps to go. Is all that's left to wrap this thing up. And I hate to do this, folks, but I'm going to have to step out of the booth one more time, and I should be with you till the end here. So enjoy a little bit of Crank It Up while I step out for a moment. right, sorry about that, folks. 13 laps to go. Right now, out front, Mr. Jesse Unruh. Mr. Anderson there as well. Taylor right there with him. Here we go, getting down to it here in the end of this one. Unruh out front. Now, Jesse has led 21 laps tonight. Can he finish it off? Hondo right there as well, or Peck up in the mix of it. David right there in that 007 machine. And looking a little bit further back, Mr. Brooks on back here as well. Everybody trying to just hang on here. 12 more laps to go. And I tell you what, I want to give a shout out to Rudy. You're running 16th right now, but he does have some back issues, and I'm sure he's hurting by this point. But he has stuck it out and running 16th in that number 3 Goodrich Chevrolet. Great run there for Max Speed's own Rudy Cummings. All right, now Logan. Right now we'll get Logan back here in the mix, about 13th, working his way on the outside of Ryan. And that number 32, those two may be able to team up and get back to the front. You're going to have to start getting some teams around you here, get some plan work going here, I guess. Pick and choose a little bit of help out here to get back to the front of the field. As we're going to see 10 laps to go this time by. 10 to go. 10 laps will be left or run in this one. You see the big run on the outside lane from the 08 of Taylor. Man, what a run he's going to have. He's going to have the 36 of Art Peck. And where did Art Peck come from? We've seen Art spun around near the beginning of this one. And that Skittles number 36 machine. And he's going to run it to the high side. And he'll have a big run here when we come by. 9 laps to go this time. 9 laps to go when we get back to the stripe in the Crowsnest Monster Energy Cup Series. Who's going to walk away with it tonight? Can Jesse Unruh hang on? What about Art Peck working his way all the way back up in there? Here we go, down the back straightaway one more time. The 08 with a big shove on the high side of the racetrack. Here they come outside once again, the 38 up there as well. Big shove. Here we come down the front straightaway one more time. Everybody's going to spread out once again. The 08 right there on the high side of the racetrack. That's Taylor giving it a big go, trying to complete the pass. Yeah, Maria, it's going to be, because right now it's 17 laps. On these front two, 15, and the lowest is 14. We're about to see who can chance it and make it. And boy, if you run out of fuel here, you're going to be in problems, because you run out, you're in front of the whole pack. I don't know coming in tonight that anybody would have predicted kind of a fuel mileage race here. But you have your standard plate race, but on top of it, fuel mileage game is you got a couple of them heading to pit road knowing they can't make it. Looks like that's Logan coming down as well. He'll head to pit road. And that could be the right call. If nobody's able to make it and you come down early, you're going to be the first one off. Take very little fuel. Here they come. Down the back straightaway one more time with the 08 machine of Taylor. Benjamin on the high side. This is going to be interesting. Can these guys stay out? 7 more laps. Coming to 6 laps to go. A little over 12 miles left in this one. Everybody stays out this time by. This is going to put 19 on their fuel tank. They're going to catch some lap cars. Big checkup. Oh boy. Ledford had nowhere to go. We're going to have to split the ring around the rosy right now. woo, everybody will split both directions. That's going to get dicey for the front pack. They'll hang on with 6 laps to go. Now, we'll check in here as they roll down the back straightaway. Again, green, white checkers. Now, if this thing gets a yellow, if this goes green, white checkers, don't think anybody can make it on fuel. Even though you save fuel under caution, you start adding laps to the race, and you're going to run out. Now, another group saying, nope, we can't make it. They'll head to pit road, and that's going to hand the lead over to Taylor, Jesse Unruh, amongst those guys that went down. Now 5 laps to go. Can any of these guys think they can make it? You've got about 6 cars out there on track right now. 7 cars who have stayed out and it's not come back down pit road. And we'll let this cycle through. The first car who has stopped is going to be Ryan Kelly in that 32 machine back in 7th. It's going to be all up to this front pack now. Taylor leads them around. Art Peck right there. Let's see if they chance it or they come down. Here they go, Art Peck and Taylor to pit road, and he's going to drag a couple more with him. And I think that's going to be pretty much everybody. Oh, no, it's not. Secret Agent Man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Nope, Secret Agent Man right there in the 007. Around. Oh, no. What happened here? He's going to get straightened out. Great job keeping it under green. Oh, just some contact there with the 13 sent him around. Never even seen him there, I don't think. But that's going to hand the leader over to Spell. And Spell has got the lead of this race. Coming to 3 laps to go now. Can this group make it? Again, first car right now that has stopped is scored Taylor. These guys have now at stint 18 for your leader, 20, 20, 18, and 2 more to pit road now. Now that's going to pretty much leave a Spell and 007 out there on their own. So if Spell can make it, and he's got nobody on the lead lap near him, doesn't look like. Oh boy. Here to go, down the back straightaway, 3 laps there go. Spell and Justin staying out. Well, no, Justin coming off pit road there. Mr. 007 himself right there takes over second after spinning out. Spell now with the race lead. Can he hang on 2 more times around? Now Spell just got to make it 2 more times. And he'll put 20 laps of fuel in this stint right here, along with the 19. Can a Spell make it? Now, he's in the draft. That is beautiful. He'll come by. He wants to see the white flag. He's got a gap of about 28 seconds. All right. And he is in the draft with the 13 machine. So he's got a nice little draft. And Michael Spell could be on his way to win this one. And he'll come out of turn number 4 in that number 88 machine. And we will see the iRacing flagman as we got another car headed to pit road. Spell's like, nope, I'm sending it. Hashtag send it. Spell to the stripe. White flag in the air. He can pretty much clutch the car, do everything he can. 1 lap to go. There will not be a green, white checker. He's 2.5 miles away from a race win. Jesse sets in second. Spell works his way through turns 1 and 2. Will that car hang on fuel or will it not? Spell now down the back straightaway trying to stretch it for all he's worth in that number 88 machine. He can pretty much make it to home from here. Michael Spell in that number 88 heads through turns 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, here we go. Wrecking in front of him, smoke all over the place. But Spell is going to drive his way through. Checkered flag is going to wave, and he's going to win it on fuel mileage. I believe he just ran out, but checkered's in the air. Michael Spell wins it at Talladega. Now we'll go back to see the battle for second. Way back out of turns 3. Here comes your battle for P2. Art Peck trying to hang on to P number 2 down the front straightaway. Jesse right there as well, coming to the flag. Double checkers in the air, and they're going to be wrecking. Oh boy, Peck in the wall. Hard impact. Wow. Peck's not going to finish P2. Justin's going to be scored P2, and Ryan P3. And a checkered flag falls, and your winner is going to be Michael Spell in that number 88 machine. Congratulations, Michael Spell. Man, I believe he's out of fuel down here if we can get somebody down here to push him around. I think he's out of fuel. What a race for Michael Spell. Led 5 laps on the evening. And we'll get a word with him in a moment. Mr. Spell, you got a copy on me?
Oh, yeah, you bet, buddy.
All right, we got a tow truck headed your way to get you pushed around, buddy. Man, what a good job. Did you run out of fuel after you crossed the stripe there, man?
Yeah, it was very shortly after I crossed the start finish that I ran out. It was maybe 15, 20 yards past.
All righty, man. Well, you're walking away with a win. What a gutsy decision to stay out there. What was it like those last 2.5 miles?
Well, I mean, I knew that if I ran out, I'd probably run out in 4. And I was lucky to get behind the 86 there. That was a lap car. I tried for a couple straightaways to get him behind me, and he kept going up behind me instead of getting in front of me, and he finally got in front of me. I had Timothy spotting for me, and I think Timothy told him to go around, so that helped me a little bit. But I knew it was going to be close, but I said, you know what, this is a gamble I got to take to win this thing. So it was worth the gamble for sure.
Well, your first win of the season, man, and you pulled it off in great fashion. Spell, great planning there, man. Anybody you'd like to thank, buddy?
Just Dwight and Dave, Timothy, James, Ledford. We always kind of run together and work together on strategy and stuff. So those guys are invaluable. And then of course Dave for the setups. I mean, he does an awesome job. And of course the whole Crows family. I mean, they do an awesome job. They put in a lot of work and put up with a lot of stress. So I really appreciate everything they do. This is the best racing on iRacing in my opinion.
I definitely agree with you there, buddy. Well, congratulations on the win tonight, Michael.
Thank you, Matt, and thank you for everything you do. Have a great night.
You too, buddy. Go celebrate that win, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hey, man, I got a 6-pack of cream soda waiting on you in Victory Lane when you get there.
Can you make it Mountain Dew?
All I've got's available right now is cream soda, but we'll work on the Mountain Dew. We'll get you some for next week.
Sounds good, man. Thanks, man.
All right, man. All right, let's see if we can find Justin in TeamSpeak. I don't see him. What about Mr. Kelly, Ryan Kelly? Nope, those two not in TeamSpeak, not that I see. So in their place, we'll go to Mr. Taylor, P4. Hey, Taylor, it's Matt up in the booth. You got P4 tonight. You got a copy of me?
Yeah, I got you.
Alrighty, man. Got the car up to P4. Some late race strategy decisions. What was it like out there coming to the end of it?
I was really torn, and I was really wishing that the previous run I had pushed it one extra lap because I might have been able to make it on fuel, but with basically pitting a lap early, I had no choice but to stop early to make sure I didn't run out and get the raw end of the deal. But was able to survive all the carnage, especially on that last lap. I missed like 2 cars by like inches coming to the white and then right at the checkers. So good points tonight again, and congrats to Michael on stretching the fuel.
Well, he definitely did a great job. It was a great race overall out there tonight, man.
It was certainly a lot better than last week. That's what we were all hoping for, and hopefully Auto Club will be more of the same.
All righty, man. Well, looking forward to Auto Club next week, and great job on a top 5 finish here tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And let's see who we can grab here. Mr. David Anderson comes home. Mr. David Anderson is fifth, so we'll grab Mr. David Anderson. Just trying to fill in 3 interviews here. And so we got him. Right here he is. Hey, Mr. Dave, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me? Hey, Dave, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me, buddy? Don't look like he's here. See if we can grab one more. Oh. Well, we'll grab Mr. Crow. How about that? That'll work. Hey, Mr. Crow, Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
I do, but it's not Mr. Crow.
Well, we'll interview you then. What'd you think of the race tonight, Miss Maria?
I thought it was really good. I'm really, really happy about, Michael winning.
Yeah, I seen that. He's like, come on. And like, I didn't think he was going to make it, to be honest. I was looking at the numbers.
Gosh, I didn't either. I was listening to him talking to the other guys, and yeah, he wouldn't have made it by himself.
Well, a great run, nevertheless. A great race overall, man. Everybody did a great job. We had some yellows, but nothing crazy. Great racing. And for that big a field, you don't see one that clean very often.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, at that caution at lap 2 was kind of scary, but yeah, I mean, after that, it was fine.
Alrighty, Miss Maria. Well, big thank you to everything you do for the league and the Crowsnest family. And what we're going to do is I'll move you back up where you can chat with them, and we'll get on out of here. And we'll see you here on Sunday night.
All right, see ya.
And let's see. All right, let's go. Let's grab Rudy right now.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy, you got me?
I do.
Well, you made it to the end, man.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that I actually made it that far, but it was fun. I had a blast hanging out with those guys in the room down there with the 501 guys. We had a blast in that room.
Well, Rudy, I tell you what, it was fun to watch you out there racing, man. It was a lot of fun to see.
Yeah, I had a good time. I didn't finish well. I got a black flag there. I spun coming off of pit road because we opted to not take tires. And when that happened, I come off of pit road and hit the gas just a little too early, and the back end kind of went up onto the track, and it gave me a black flag.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we were going to finish inside the top 15, probably about 12th, 13th up to that point, and then because we couldn't keep up with them guys up there that were racing, man. I don't know if it was. I think I had just a tick of damage, and Brandon Herndon had a tick of damage, and we were working together there in the closing laps. But it was still a lot of fun. We had a blast. It was just, and those guys, I cannot say enough how much fun I had hanging out with them guys in the 501 room. That was amazing.
Alrighty, man. Well, hopefully we'll see you back here in one night. Come back and race again, man.
I will.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, welcome to Extreme Sim TV, your first race on Extreme Sim, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I got to give a big shout out to you, Matt. You do a great job broadcasting, and thank you for dragging me up there for an interview. Appreciate that very much.
No problem.
And a shout out to Jimmy Crow for putting up the room, Jimmy Crow Sr., and all the admins that tried to admin and race. So, I mean, I know it's a tough job, but they did a good job of it. So it was a lot of fun.
It was, man. Well, we'll see you here in a little bit, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, so we're going to get you through your final race results before we get on out of here for the evening. Your unofficial race results coming right up here on Extreme Sim TV. You may have noticed this post-race a little bit longer. Tried to get a couple more interviews in and meet with some people, so It was a lot of fun. Mr. Spell coming home with the race win. Justin there, P2. Ryan, P3. Taylor, P4. David Anderson, P5. That's going to be your top 5. And Mr. Addison gets 6th there, 7th to Peck. 8th to Unroot, 9th to Wilkes. Hondo gets 10th. In an 11th, Mr. Logan coming home P number 11 here tonight. And 12th to Rick McKinney. Jim Brooks. Well, we're scoring a little bit messed up here. Should be 13th, Dave as well. And I'm just going to let it tick through as the scoring's a little bit messed up. But here is your finishing results as they cross the stripe. The 12th, Brooks, Witt 13th, the 14th of May, McKinney 15th, 16th, Brandon at 17th, the 29 machine of Dave, nice run for Dave in 17th. The 40 machine, nice run for him as well. And we'll just let it tick through here. See Stewart, some of the notables of the 30th of Mr. 48 of Mr. Ledford, 21st, and on back through the field. So here we go. We're going to be back here live next week here on Extreme Sim TV. And we will see you then. And don't forget, tomorrow evening, I will be racing the Pro 2s trucks here in the Crowsnest as well, along with the Super Late Model Series coming your way this Sunday evening. Once again, big congratulations, Michael Mr. Wilkes, as well as all the other guys, Mr. Spell, Wilkes. Spell doing a great job getting a win. You're seeing Wilkes out there in that 28 doing a great job. Everybody here, Taylor there. Congratulations to everybody, and congratulations to Spell on the win. And we're going to get out of here, and we will see you on Sunday. Have a great one, everyone. Have a great night.